Welcome back to Camp and Travel. Today we'll be reviewing Buffalo, Wyoming KOA. I'd like to ask you to subscribe to Camp and Travel for future upcoming videos. And as you can see right here, this is the office area where you would go and check in. Here's a view of our site. Trees are a little close here. We have a 34-foot travel trailer, so a little tight, but this is the older section. We had full hookups, 50, 30 amp available. View of the road, nice wide roads. As you can tell across from us, there were back-end sites that would accommodate probably a little bit shorter trailers, probably your 24 to 30 foot. Further down you can see there's a little larger ones that would accommodate some larger trailers on those back-end sites. The site right next to us is a patio site. Had a solo stove, a grill, a table, nice big patio area. So really nice site. This site, it would have been a whole lot easier to get into than ours. Our site, we had a little bit of issues with some of the trees slightly overgrown. I would say the older section of this park that's toward the front, that would probably be the only thing that you'd have to watch out for a little bit with a 32, 34, a little larger trailers, is some of the trees. But for the most part, not too bad. You do have to drive through the older part of the park to get to the newer sections. But as you can tell, there's a lot of decent sized trailers through here and motorhomes, and they didn't have any problems. I think it's mostly our side, and a few others had a little bit overgrown trees where it would have been a little bit easier to get in on our pasture side. Here's a view of one of the standard sites up toward the front with a cabin next to it. Again, it had your normal hookup setup, everything you need. Again, as you can tell, roads are nice and wide. Very easy to navigate down any of the roads in the park. We didn't have any problems pulling out the next day. Just pulling in because of on our pasture side, we did have a larger tree, but you know, as a whole, most of it is pretty good, pretty easy. I probably would have stayed in the back part of the campground if I'd known some more information about it later. We'll show you that a little bit later. But here's a fire pit they had set up for community fires that you could have if you wanted. They also had propane on site available for refills, which was nice. As you can see, this is the playground area. It's just your standard playground equipment, nothing spectacular, but enough. This was part of the older section still, where they had additional cabins. Again, a number of trees, which was nice, but nothing that would cause you to have any issues in this section of the park. A lot of nice pull-throughs, nice little cabins, setups, and again, good sized roads. Nothing too tight that you couldn't make it around with a normal or larger sized trailer. This is a little bit newer section they had added on to the older section, and they're all nice wide pull-throughs. This here is the section I was talking about earlier. This is the part I would have probably stayed at if I'd known about it or realized what it was. It's the new river area of the park. Like, they got river sites that you can back into. Very, very nice. And as you can see here, they have their own dog park in the back section, or the riverside section. Nice large park far as lengthwise, decent width. No grass really, but still a nice area for dogs to go stretch their legs. And these are the sites across the bridge. These are the sites that are tied to the river section. Nice wide roads, easy turns, nice grass. Very, very large sites. As you can tell, a lot of them have vehicles parked behind their travel trailers. or motor homes. A lot of patio sites on the corners. Again, solo stove, grill, seating area. Very, very nice setups. Looking across here, you can see some of the back end sites, the back right up to the river. Nice size trailers in those sites. Nothing, you know, that a larger trailer couldn't get into, because each one of these sites had their own little area for parking the vehicle just a little bit to the side. We're going to show you one right here. See, this is one of the back end river sites. They are patio sites. Again, they have the concrete patio. They back right up to the river. Yeah, these were nice sites. Again, there was Wi-Fi throughout the park. These were full hookup sites, 50, 30 amp. This is the view of the river right behind those sites that you would back up to. There's a nice quiet area. This here was the river access, that they're calling beach access. As you can tell, they had it set up where you could get the little dog station, where they had the little doggy bags and the place to throw everything away. You had access to walk down around the river and kind of just relax. That's what most people are doing, just kind of walking around enjoying the sounds and the views. This here are the tent sites. They had a number of these tent sites with nice pads that were in the older section, on the back of the older section. So this would be directly across the bridge from that newer section we saw. They backed up to the river as well. They had their own parking area. They had a fire ring, nice pad, picnic table. So really nice area set up. I think they had 5 or 6 of these. This was off to the side of that little area. This was a canine dog park they had that was set up for the older section. And again, nice size, but no real grass to speak of. But still a nice area. Dogs could run around and do what they needed to do. This here is some of the newer sites they had on the back of the older section, where they've added some patio sites, very similar to what they had on the corners and throughout the park. These are kind of scattered throughout the park or on corners or back there in the newer section of the park where they had the river access. And here you can see the roads, how wide they are. They're all very easy to navigate, no matter what size RV you have. Very nice size roads. This here is up by the general store on the back. Had a nice large grass area, picnic tables, the large trees, volleyball, and the pool had little cabana cover type areas there with chairs underneath to get you out of the sun. Pool was closed that day. Unfortunately, they had lightning in the area and could not allow you to use the pool, which was a disappointment to kids. But again, the pool, nice concrete setup. Not a massive pool, but not a small pool. It was enough for what you needed, and it would have been enough to make my kids happy. My opinion of the park is I would definitely come back here and stay on the way to Glacier National Park in Montana. Here's your view of the campground map. I would love to see you back in the future for future videos, and keep on camping.